Hi, I'm Stephen Hand from Archery Supplies. Today we're going to talk about stock management. So people during COVID, when there was a massive demand for bows, were saying, why isn't your website up to date with the amount of bows you have in stock? Well, I'm going to talk about that, and we're going to sort of show you issues with doing it, and we have been trying to do it, but I'm going to show you issues and the reason why I'm going to go away from it. So this here is our PSE stingers. So all from back here, to down there, to this side here is all stingers. Now the stinger comes in 2 poundage options, 55 and 70 pounds. It comes in left and right handed. It comes in color options of camo, black, purple, charcoal, muddy girl, white, first light, and does it come in Kiwi Verde? It comes in another one. So the sting comes in about 12 options. So when you're listing a bow, you need to list it in all the 12 options. So when you list the PSE stinger, you need to list purple, 55 pound, left-handed, how many you have in stock, purple, 55, right-handed, charcoal, 55, left-handed, 55, right-handed, and then list all the stock numbers. Now the problem is, if you're a customer looking to buy that item, you suddenly see so many stingers on the website. Now it's even worse than that, because the stinger comes in kits. It comes in a pro kit, it comes in a basic kit, it comes in our kit. So now you've multiplied that into a multitude of options for a customer when they were just interested in a stinger. So they were interested in a $500 bow, and then they were going to go, well, I'm now going to choose a color. Where what we've done is we've listed every single stinger with our stock numbers. Now sometimes those numbers are not accurate, and I'm going to explain why they're not accurate. So we might have a shipment come in which may not have been added to the system. So there's actually bows in the store which have not been added to the website. So we've actually got them, but they're not on the system. They might have been packed away into the stock system and not been added to the website for various reasons, because the person might not have known to add them, or might not have known and just packed them away. Then you'll have shops who order a whole bunch of bows, and then basically they're sitting there for the shop, and then they might not take them. So that all these bows are now allocated to a shop, so taken off the stock system, and they're not taken from the system. You've also got walk-in customers who take this who buy items, and hence a bow will come off the rack, but it's not taken off the online system. You might have a warranty item, so you might send out a bow to a person under warranty, which is reducing your stock number by 1, but it's not actually sold. So there's a whole bunch of reasons why your stock numbers will not be exact with what's recorded on the system. Now you might say, well, you could have someone managing this, and that's correct. And an average staff wage is about $55,000 a year. So if I spent about $55,000 a year, I would probably be able to manage all these bows down here and bows upstairs, maybe. But we can go through why things don't match as well. But my biggest problem is, so since we've listed all the stingers all individually, so camo 55 left-handed, camos 75 right-handed, etc., it creates pages and pages on our website of bow options, because that's the way our website's been written. It doesn't allow you to select one bow and then the poundage, because it doesn't allow that. So as a result, when you type in compound bows, you see pages and pages of stingers. And what we've found is actually sales have decreased since we've done it that way. So now, as opposed to the way which we used to do it, was we have a PSE stinger available in these poundages, these colors, and then when it's not in stock, we ring up the customer and say, look, these are the colors we have in stock. If you want that, it's probably roughly this time frame to get it in stock. So we found that more successful. Now, when a bow is an expensive bow, like a PSE citation, we list those because they are slow selling bows. So a $2,000 bow or a $1,500 bow is a slow selling item. So we'll list those all individually because there's not many of them. But the same rule would apply to that for a shop to think about. Do I list it or do I actually have it for sale? And then when a customer orders it, we ring them and say, look, it's not in stock, we'll get that in for you. So with Bowtech released their new bows for 2021 and our competitor had them up on the website. I was like, well, how have they got them when we don't have them? Well, we rang Bowtech and said, well, how do they have them when we don't have them? Oh, they don't have them, they said. There's a standard weight and you're actually ordered before they are, so you will get them before them, even though they have them on their website and we don't. So you've just got those things to sort of think about. But this is just a proportion of our compound bows. All the rest are upstairs in another location and they are coming in and going out literally all the time. So when a person rings up and goes, well, why didn't you have a black 55-pound EVL 34 right-handed in stock, it's because they haven't made it yet. That's why PSE have not made that bow yet. But it's also probably a very, very slow selling bow. Like a 50-pound expensive hunting bow is a very slow selling bow. Most people will either buy 60 or 70. So there's general reasons why some things are not in stock, but there's generally a reason why we do things the way we do them. And other shops might do them completely different. Now, if you think about supermarkets, they scan in everything when it comes in and they scan it out when it goes out through the barcode system. Like supermarkets have people going around on their shelves every single day checking stocking levels. So with the barcoder, coding everything because their stock is out of date, even though it's completely coded in and out and they don't have the same issues that we have where things are on hold and warranties and walk-in customers. They don't have those issues, but they're still checking. So if I walk into my local supermarket, there's generally someone checking the shelves, ensuring the stock numbers are correct, which is an overhead. Now for me with the business, the margins are pretty low, and to employ someone just to maintain stock levels to ensure they're correct, you would have to say, will it increase your business profit by the amount of that wage? And I've tried it in the past. I've been doing this for 40 years. We have tried it in the past and we've tried various systems in the past, and basically you just do your best. And if there's demand for customers, then you're generally doing the right thing. If there's no demand, you change. So with the stingers, we have them all individually listed at the moment with stock numbers and they are pretty spot on. And I can tell you sales have dropped since we've done that. So we'll be going back to how they were before, where it's just a stinger, one price, one item. Now the other problem with listing every item all individually is when prices vary, you've got to go through and modify hundreds of lines. Where if you just have one line item, much easier to adjust prices. When stuff comes in, when a new shipment comes in, you just change the item once. So I'm Stephen Hand from Archery Supplies, so that's some of the reasons why the stock numbers won't match or why they have systems which don't actually relate to stock numbers. So hopefully that helps you. Thanks.